How you guys and girls doing today? Tim918 here, y'all. Welcome back to the channel. If you enjoy these kind of videos, please make sure to hit those buttons down below, like the like and the sub button. But with that being said, let's get straight into it. Do you want your runes to go from looking like this to this in just a matter of a few hours? Well, stay tuned because I'm about to rock your world like Michael Jackson said in that one song. Okay, gamers, so the very first thing we're going to do is get a couple of items so that way we can get the most amount of runes possible when we actually start farming. We're going to go ahead and get the golden scarab, which gives us 20% more runes as long as we have it equipped. Then we're going to go after the gold pickled fowl foot, which is going to give us an additional 30% every time we use one while we're farming, which is going to be a total of 50% more runes. And in order to craft the gold pickled fowl foot, we're going to need to get two things: a crafting kit, a missionary's cookbook, and of course the ingredients that we need for the gold pickle fowl foot. So let's get into it right now. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is go after the golden scarab, and in order to get the golden scarab, we're going to be heading on over to Kaled, and we're going to be going to this abandoned cave. So once you get to the abandoned cave, you're going to look down and you're actually going to see a scarlet rot geyser and a little miniature lake. You're going to wait for the geyser to go off, and then you're just going to hop down, turn around, and you're just going to backstep all the way to the safe spot. The reason you do that is because if you actually start rolling, you're going to get the scarlet rot all over your body, and it won't come off. Like, the meter will fill up and you'll just end up dying due to the chip damage. So once you backstep all the way to the safe spot, you can just keep on going, and you're just going to hop down. Now, do keep in mind as we're doing this that every time you die, you're going to have to start over from this grace point and do this again. So just remember that. But we're just going to keep on running through this cave until we eventually reach the boss fight. There's a boss fight right here. Once you enter into this little room, you fight the boss, and it's as simple as that. You will get the golden scarab, and that is the first piece of what we need. Okay, my fellow gamers, next we're going to head on over to the Church of Ella, and this is located in Limgrave. We're going to speak to Kale, the purveyor of goods. He purveys the goods for us, and he will actually sell you the crafting kit that you need in order to craft the gold pickle fowl foot. Next, we're going to be going after the Nomadic Cookbook 2, and this is not too far away, still in Limgrave. We're going to be heading to Murkwater Cave. Once we enter the cave, we're just going to ignore these initial enemies. We're going to go off to the right, and there's going to be a little mini boss in here. There's going to be a chest that you can open. Open up the chest, and it's going to start his dialogue. He's going to say some crazy shit, you know, like, oh, why are you going through my belongings? We're going to have to fight. You fight him, get him to only 50% HP, don't kill him, and then eventually he'll yield after a couple of seconds of not hitting him. Then all you have to do is just go through his dialogue, reset the area by just going back to the same grace point, come back in, and then you'll be able to speak to him again, and he'll actually sell you the cookbook that you need. Even if you did kill him, it is okay. You can take his bell bearing to the twin husk over at the round table hold, and you can just purchase the cookbook from there if you've already killed him. Okay, so now we have the two essential things we need to actually craft the gold pickle fowl foot, and now we just need to go after the ingredients for it. So as you can see, we need the raw fruit, we need the four-toed fowl foot, and we need the gold fireflies. And I'm going to show y'all where to get the ingredients right now. All right, so the first thing we're going to go after is the four-toed fowl foot, and in order to get this, we're just going to be heading on over to Limgrave. It's going to be on the far left side. We're going to be heading to Coastal Cave. What you're going to do once you get here, just make sure to have a bow and some arrows, because we're going to be shooting some birds. You can get the arrows and the bow from the purveyor of goods, Kale himself. And once you get that, we're just going to be heading along the shoreline, and we're going to be shooting at these birds with our bow. Reason why is because if you don't, they're just going to run away if you try to get too close to them. And once you kill one, as you can see, we're going to be able to actually pick up one of the four-toed fowl foot. They don't spawn with them or drop them every single time, but it is really a good chance. There's around 15 to 20 along this entire shoreline, so you can just kill all of them, get as many as you can, then you simply just teleport back to the grace in the cave to reset the area, and just keep doing this as many times as you want. Alrighty, and now we're going to go for the final ingredients, the raw fruit and the good old gold fireflies. So we are at Mistwood outskirts, and this is still in Limgrave over to the right a little bit. Once we get to this grace point, we're simply going to be running around, and as you can see throughout the entire area, there are plenty of raw fruits to grab, so we're going to grab all of these as much as we can. Then there's going to be a little miniature lake over to the left. Be careful, because there are a lot of bears around here that will mess your shit up. But once you go over to the lake, you should be able to see the golden fireflies underneath the water. If not, you can just run around it and just keep on spamming E, whatever you're using, and you'll pick up plenty of the gold fireflies. Then of course run around the area, get more row of fruits and stuff, and just go right back to that grease point and just keep on rinsing and repeating, resting and getting as many as you want. And that is the final little bit of ingredients. Okay, gamers, and now for the creme de la creme, the piece de resistance. We are here at Lena's Rise over in Caelid to the far right. What we're going to do is we're just going to equip the golden scarab talisman for 20% boost. We're going ahead and in the items we crafted, the gold pickled foul foot, we're going to pop one of these and we're going to get this golden aura around us for 30%. So now we've got a 50% boost. Hop on our horse, run down this hill. You're going to have a ball spawn. All you're going to have to do is wait for it to spawn, turn around, sprint, and get out of its way. It's going to fall off the cliff, and as you can see, we're going to get around 95 runes every time we do this. You simply just go back to the grace point, reset, and keep on doing it over and over and over again. I've even got some math pulled up here for y'all. So it takes around 20 seconds to do a single run, meaning that within 60 seconds to a minute, you can get around 9,135 runes. If you do this for a half an hour straight with everything active, 274,050 runes, and if you do it for a whole hour, you should be netting around 548,100 runes. In my opinion, y'all, this is by far the best way to farm early and even mid game. I think I'm just going to keep doing this all the way until I get to the snowfield, to when we can get to the best farm. But this by far, I think, is the quickest and most efficient way. Within a couple of hours, you can easily go up 50 to 60 levels. With that being said, if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below. Love you guys. Talk to you in the next one. Tempson 918 out.